guys, welcome to Active Self-Protection. This is your Mantis Dry Fire Monday, which will have a little bit of live fire in it. And I am Brian Hill from The Complete Combatant, here to share some knowledge about speed training.
Today's video is brought to us by Mantis. The Mantis family of products is integral to ASP staff building handgun and carbine skills and are your most economical and fastest path to improvement in your skills too. Whether you choose the X10, the Laser Academy, the Blackbeard, or use them all in concert, they will help your practice be more effective, efficient, and fun. Go check them out, pick up a unit, and thank them for sponsoring today's video.
One of the big problems is there's arguments constantly on the internet. You shouldn't speed train because it's really detrimental and it'll make you an automatic reactor and you'll have problems and you won't see anything. And then the other side is you should train really technical, and the more technical you train, the better you'll be and you'll be able to rise to the occasion. As a coach, I can tell you simply none of that's true. We have to train for technical competence, we have to train for speed, and we have to train for performance mode. We never have gotten to choose anything, and it's as if they don't exist. It's going to be a little windy today, guys, so you're going to hear some noise. Hurricane's coming this way, so a little bit of wind in the environment. When I do speed training, what I'm doing is creating a reservoir of skill so that I have an excess of speed so I know what it feels like to go fast. But I will tell you this is the thing that goes away the quickest for most athletes because it requires a high level of technical competence and good conditioning at the same time. So that's important. But how do we keep it? I have a very simple drill that I do. I do 3 descending par times. If everything's on, then I confirm it in a live fire if I'm able to that day and make sure everything's working. So I'm going to take you through how I maintain my speed for my draw and what is a realistic expectation of true speed under pressure. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do is on my par timer. I don't want you to do these par times. These are my par times, not yours. All right. But this par time is 1.1. Okay. And I better show it to you so the naysayers. There you go, guys. All right, so it's a 1.1. It's on a randomized par, so I can't jump it. And all I'm trying to do is get the pistol out, prep the trigger, not press it, because that becomes a bad habit. It becomes a physical cadence. So I'm going to prep the trigger and see the sights. I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times. For today, for expediency, I'll do it once, okay? But usually 3 times in a row. All right, I'm going to do it again. Had a bit of a fumble on the way out. Let's see if we can do better. Good. There you go, guys. Weapon's clear. But I'm going to have to put a magazine in it, okay? My finger just slipped right off the side without the magazine, so let's do it with the magazine. All right, so that was good. It was easy. That's my easy par time. I can do that 1.1 just about any time under any conditions, except possibly 25 yards. That's more like a 1.2 or a 1.3. But I can do that. I can see everything, and that is my realistic expectation of performance mode, all right, unless I'm pushing. Now I'm going to push it a little bit. So I go to my next preset par time, all right, which is, for me, is an 85, okay? So we got an 85 here, okay? And what I'm going to do is try to make that. Now, that is just at the end of my skill. I can hit 80s in live fire, mostly at 3 and 5 yards, sometimes at 7. So it's not a given for me, so there's a bit of press. That's going to be a little too fast. That's instantaneous, and I did not make it. All right, here we go. So there's a sense of anticipation. There's a sense of programming. I am ready. I create the posture. I set all the eyes. I visually and kinesthetically program what I'm about to see and feel through visualization. I take a nice, deep, calming breath. I center my eyes on the target, and I do as well as I can. So I think I made that time, or close enough. I'm seeing the sights. I'm prepping the triggers. I'm hearing the beep. Now, next one is my pure speed one. This is something I don't own. I have to work very hard to even get close to this. So my failure rate's greater than my success rate on it, but that's speed training. I want to press a little bit, all right? So this one is an 80, all right, instead of an 85, okay? And I probably can go a little bit lower. It's getting close to a time where I can go a little bit lower because I've been hitting occasional 70s in class, so that may not be enough, but we'll use it today. So it's just 5 100ths faster, but it's going to cause me to press a little bit. All right, a little bit of bobble on the belt, too much tension in the draw hand. Okay, made that one pretty good. Well, support hand's a little late getting on the gun. All right, that one was pretty good. At the highest level of speed training, you should have technical bobbles because you're pushing the edge. It's as much as you can do. It can't be perfect. And that's the problem with truly just being technical in your training and always going at a pace you feel comfortable with. We did this in martial arts. We had exquisite movements and perfect kata. And it didn't transcend to fighting, though. The fighters tend to be a bit more sloppier, but they're much quicker in their motions. So you've got to balance these things out. Now, in order to be honest with myself and know that I got these times, what I have to do is do some live fire at some point. I try to keep the ratio of no more than 1 to 5 dry practices to live, but you may find that it's bigger or lesser than that. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw from here, which is 7 yards, and see if I'm close to that 85. So I would expect 95 on this one. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, a little bit of correction on that one, a 101. All right, good alpha hit. I had to correct coming into it, so no big deal. So there I am. All right, I'll be on this clean target so that we can bring truth to the naysayers. Okay, good alpha. Let's see where we're at. All right, that's just a bit over 1. It's a 108. All right, and that's me correcting as I came out. So let's see if we can get a correctionless one and get a better draw. Okay, good alpha, 98. All right, so I'm living in that place that I should be. I'm getting confirmation. Now, if I do a couple more draws, I can probably get it down to 90 at this distance, which is a really good draw at 7 yards. All right, let's go look at the target. There you go, guys. So if you look at this as my first shot, that's my second shot. It's under speed and duress in front of the camera at 7 yards. Okay. And that's what speed training will lend us, is this ability. Now, I have faster draws than this, but I can't get 100% alphas at those. So this is my performance mode. This is me seeing the dot and calling the shot. If I'm just pushing for speed, I may stand here and just let it go. And as long as it's on the silhouette, I'll be happy because I have to release the accuracy standard while I train speed. I hope that makes sense to you guys. You can't train accuracy and you can't train speed at the same time. But when you combine them, it's called performance mode. And then you have to have one clear goal, which is calling your shots as they come out. Okay, that's how you maintain speed. It will go away quickly, guys. It tends to decay at a rate that's exceptionally fast for me. And I notice it in most of my other clients that it goes away very quickly. If you're a consistent shooter and you're an accuracy-driven shooter like I am, it's the thing you least likely to practice. You'll do the other things, but you have to maintain it. So I have to actually push myself. Having 3 pars already set, doing 3 draws each seems to be enough to keep the skill available on demand and then coming to the range and practicing like this. I hope that helps you guys, all right? Your Mantis is great for this because it's going to break it down. It's going to show you on the holster draw analysis how quick you got to the gun, what your vertical pull was, what your horizontal press was, how long you aimed, and when you pressed the trigger. It's essential information, and I'm going to go over that with you guys in a future video. So make sure you practice with that. Please subscribe to Active Self-Protection Extra, doing great work here on the channel. Lots of good instructors, all at a price you can afford. And then for me, as always, if you can see me on the road, that'd be great. If not, follow the videos, ask questions, let me know how I can help you. I'm Brian Hill with The Complete Combatant, and as always, measure, refine, and perform.